Hello everybody, I'm the Gaming King, and today I'm going to talk about Microsoft's EC press conference. Now they showed a lot of games this year, and I mean a lot. At one point they showed a month of games that they were planning on releasing, and it was a lot. I think they said they were showing 42 games. Now, one thing that stood out with all the games is that the graphics, they were amazing. They were absolutely breathtaking. I can't praise them enough. Now, the fact that they showed a lot of games this year is that I'm not gonna be able to cover every single game. That would take too much time. So I'm gonna only cover the ones that caught my eye or the ones that were most significant to me. Now, the first thing this revealed was the Xbox One X. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a real big fan of the name. It's a weird ass name, but when they described the specs, I knew this thing was gonna be a powerhouse, and the fact that it's sort of small, all is actually sort of convenient because I basically have like a ton of game consoles on my dresser, so it's gonna be actually sort of easy for me to place it somewhere. And plus, now that the fact that there is original Xbox One compatibility, that's right, compatibility all the way back to the original Xbox, that's gonna be happy. Even though I don't own any Xbox games, that makes me sort of happy. Now, the first game they showed off was Forza, and by God, it looks amazing. And there was so much detail in this game, from the weather to the sound. Everything was on point, and it was absolutely breathtaking. I actually felt like I was in the car, even though the helmet looked a little big on the driver. I still like. Now, I'm not a big fan of racing games. Unless it's Mario Kart, I'm not really that big of a fan of them. So I'm most definitely not gonna buy. Then there was Metro Exodus, and at first I actually thought this was Fallout. I'm like, wait, Microsoft is actually showing a Fallout game, but isn't Bethesda tonight? And turns out it was Metro last night, right? And it actually sort of reminded me of Fallout. I'm like, this can't be Fallout. And the demo had me hyped with that big monstrous rat thingy bounding it. I haven't played a single Metro game. I heard Metro last night was good, and I'm probably gonna buy it before I get this. And I'm actually sort of hyped to get this game. After that, there was Assassin's Creed Origins, and this game has promise. The gameplay story reminds me of Far Cry Primal because of how way back it is. I really did enjoy that game. So if they sort of build on that foundation, then I think we have a pretty solid game here. I'm interested in what they do with Egypt and the lore behind, and because it's not because if you think about it, it's not something that a lot of games explored, and I really feel like they could make a really good Assassin's Creed game. However, I'm still optimistic because the last few Assassin's Creed games sucked. There's no other way to put it. They were just awful. Hopefully, this will basically break the streak of Assassin's Creed bad games. Then there was PlayerUnknown Battleground, and it sounds and looks interesting. You versus 100 players, boy, that sounds chaotic. And what they showed us is probably gonna be a good game. I mean, the fact that it's basically a battle royale. But I do think there's gonna be problems with it, especially when there's like the last 10. That's gonna be long. If they basically teleport like the last few pairs to spawn or something like that, then I do think that's gonna be pretty good. And plus, if Battlefield 1 showed us anything, it showed us how chaotic 100 you versus 100 pairs could be. Then after that, they showed us this game called Dawn Project. Not gonna lie, when I first saw this game in the gameplay, it instantly reminded me of Overwatch. I'm like, wait a second, is this Overwatch 2 or something like that? And from what they show, it sort of feels like it's similar to like the Hunger Games, where it's like you versus like everyone else, similar to PlayerUnknown Battleground, but with like different stuff, like with Overwatch upgrades. I'm not really sure. I'm just comparing it to what I saw. So, but yeah, it looks like it has some potential. Then we have the next big Dragon Ball Z game, Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Now, let me say this: this game looks breathtaking. Now, I know there are some people that's upset that there's not going to be a Xenoverse Z, but I sort of expected it not to be. Xenoverse 2 was, I think, the pinnacle of Xenoverse. So the story was wrapped in a nice little bow, and I don't really see how they can improve on this. The next logical step would be to go for someone else, and I do like that the 2D fighting game with the graphics are going to be breathtaking, and it looks like there's still going to be 3v3 battles, but instead with 2D fighting. I can tell that's going to be awesome. Like, I'm just stoked for it, and it's going to be more chaotic than ever. I'm just really excited for this game. Sucks that it's going to be released in 2018, though. After that, we have Black Desert. Now, this game looks awesome. I mean, when you see this game, it legit looks awesome. The combat looks like it's going to be on point, and it's going to be in the medieval times, and that's my favorite time period. It looks like everything's going to be amazing. I can tell I'm going to play a bunch of hours into this. Sucks that they only showed us like a quick trailer of this, but hey, it has me stoked. Then there's Code Vein, and boy, this is the graphics awesome in this game. The character models are on point. It just looks cool, and I do sort of like the setting. It seems like it's gonna be a post-apocalyptic future with magic and with magic. It's gonna be an interesting game, and the combat looks like it's gonna be fun. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely gonna get this game when it comes out, and hopefully we will hear more information about this game later on in E3. And it does look like this open world is gonna be huge with a lot of stuff to do in it. Then there's a game I've been waiting for a long time, which is Sea of Thieves, and boy, I am excited for this. I like the open world aspect where it's like, hey, you can go everywhere, even underwater, and search for sunken treasure, and that open feeling was the best part about Breath of the Wild. The fact that you can go anywhere, and it looks like they're gonna take some cues from this game, and the multiplayer aspect looks like it's gonna be really fun. The fact that you can basically plurge as the players, find treasures with your friends. It looks like I'm gonna be an actual pirate for this game. However, I feel like the combat in this game is going to be a little bit stale. I hope they do add more things for it later on in the development cycle, or as later on in the game's life cycle. But the pirate ship out is great. I'm not gonna lie. And I like how the atmosphere could change at a dime in a second. And I do think this game is going to be amazing. Then there was Super Lucky's Tale. And I'm so glad that Xbox is going into the platforming game. And it does have potential. I mean, what they showed off seemed promising. But it sort of reminded me of Mario. I have no idea why. I'm not sure if anyone else got this vibe, but it does remind me a bit Mario from the tone of the feel. But I do think it can stand on its own 2 feet and not be a Mario clone from what they showed off. And I do think that this game could be a real good one and could actually ignite Microsoft's platforming John and be like, hey Nintendo, we're coming into this fray. We're gonna take on you in platforming. After that, they showed Crackdown 3. Now, I wasn't expecting the graphics to be sort of cartoony. I was expecting it to be more realistic, like GTA, and I haven't really been keeping up with Crackdown 3, to be honest. But it sort of looks like it's sort of like a futuristic version of GTA. I'm sorry that I'm comparing it to GTA, but that's the best thing I have to compare it to. It does look fun, though. I'm not gonna lie. It does have a lot of potential. I can tell this game is gonna be amazing, and I can't wait to see what they have in store for this game. I'm really hope they can take full advantage of this futuristic style and give us a truly spectacular game. Then there was Shadow of War, the sequel to Shadow of Mordor. Now, I haven't played Shadow of Mordor. I heard it was pretty good. It looks like Shadow of War is gonna follow in this footsteps of being a great game. The combat looks fun. It legit looks dope. That orc in the demo sort of trailer, it's so cool. It's so cool. He's like, I'm gonna beat you up. No, now I swear my allegiance to you. And the fact that you can build an army. I mean, look at that. If you saw the army, it legit looked gigantic. Like, and the whole premise of conquering like the land, I forgot the name. Looks pretty. Is actually awesome content. I can tell I'm going to put a bunch of hours into this game. I can already tell that. And then there was Ori and the Will of the Wisp, and this game looks promising. I was a huge fan of the last Ori game, and I'm excited to see what direction they will take this game. It looks like to be a much darker tone. Not to say that the first one wasn't dark. It looks like this one's gonna be more dark. Looks like there's gonna be a ton of new places to explore. And it looks like there will be a lot more on the line. I mean, if you look at the trailer, it seems like as the threat is bigger, everything's gonna be bigger. And yeah, it's a game that I'm hyped for, and I'll probably play the first one on my YouTube channel eventually. But yeah, overall, I'm excited for this game. And finally, there was Anthem, the game that EA teased yesterday at their press conference. And let me tell you, that game looks awesome. I'm not gonna lie, the graphics are the most realistic I have ever seen. And the fact that you are freeing yourself opens up a ton of possibilities. I can sort of see that they can take this game in almost any single direction. And those execute have a lot of potential. And the fact that they seem customizable, have a lot of potential customizable wise and combat wise. It looks like they are really pushing the boundaries to this game, and the world looks so great, and it looks like there's gonna be a lot to explore, and the combat looks so fun. You can sort of especially see the difference in the exosuits in this combat wise in this game. It looks like there's gonna be a range sort of type exosuits and like a broader type exosuits. And it looks like you're gonna have a lot of fun with multiplayer combat wise and exploration wise. I can tell you there's probably gonna be a ton of stuff to explore. And it's sort of interested in the lore of this game, but I'm definitely gonna keep this game on my radar. Overall, I rated like Microsoft's E3 press conference. They showed off a lot of games, probably a bit too much, because there was not enough room for like games who basically get the spotlight they deserve. Like showed off some demos and stuff like that, and I can sort of understand why I did that, because frankly, there's really no reason for anyone to buy an Xbox other than Halo. But I can sort of see that they're giving us more games for the Xbox, and I'm actually sort of hyped for this. But once again, it sucks that we didn't get to see like more of some of the games, and I felt like they sort of over exaggerated with the games they showed off. So yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed this my review of Microsoft's press conference. I actually did enjoy it for the most part. Anyway, guys, hope you all enjoyed. I'm the Gaming King, and I will see y'all later. Bye.